It's Eagle 1015 and a good Monday morning to you, Mike Reeling. The morning show underway. Time for Military Monday. Our Military Monday segment brought to you by the University Center in Gaylord. Discover the possibilities. And our guest this morning is Tom Jones, Operation Freedom Outdoors. He's the founder. He's on the line with us right now to talk about the organization and a big event coming up in February. Tom, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mike. Thanks for having me.
Hey, before we jump into the event, tell us a little bit about Michigan Operation Freedom Outdoors.
Yeah, so my OFO came about 2014 to expand accessible opportunities for disabled veterans and civilians with health challenges to the outdoors. And we started with a pop-up blind and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and today we have 32 Ford Motor Company built accessible blinds around the state and reserved hunts. You can go to any game counter and get a tag to hunt.
But that's not all. You keep expanding and growing, don't you?
Yeah, somewhat. It's the community we serve. I'm a disabled combat vet, and there's a lot of vets that like to get outdoors, and, a lot of them can't afford to go to a high fence hunt, so we put it on public land, and yeah, it's expanded from whatever the needs are, from accessible garden plots to hunting blinds to now ice fishing.
And how far is the reach? Is it all over the country? Is it the state of Michigan, northern Michigan?
Yeah, well, a lot of it's based in around Jackson County, a lot of the state parks, Sharonville, Lake Hudson, Pinckney, Chelsea. But we just dropped 3 accessible blinds and an elevated accessible blind to Hartwick Pines up your way in Grayling. So they're going to have their own disabled hunting program available for the early hunts, September and October, Liberty and Independence hunts for 100% disabled vets, civilians with a standard vehicle permit, the blind and deaf communities. And so, yeah, it's expanding.
All right, February 8th, tell us what's happening in Otsego Lake.
Yeah, so we've teamed up with your buddy Tony there at the landing zone. We're going to host a registration Friday the 7th from 5 to 7. People can come in, see the prizes laid out. And February 8th, registration at the landing zone at 5:30. We're doing this for after hunting season. I lose a lot of vets to seclusion. I don't see them again until the following fall. I was like, man, we actually got some ice this year, so let's do us an ice fishing event. And it's not mandatory that one person per team is a veteran, but highly encouraged just to get your buddies out of the house. Totally free. It
doesn't cost a penny, and you've got money that you're putting out there, too, for this tournament.
Yeah, originally, we're paying the top 3 spots. We're going to do a heaviest mixed bucket of 10. Perch, crappie, bluegill, sunfish. Then we're going to have side pots available. That'll be the only thing that you'll have to reach in your pocket for if you want to get in on biggest pike, walleye, perch, crappie, bluegill. Those are $10 each. But yeah, everything is free. And, first place is upwards of $1,000 right now. I don't want to put it out on the page because, as you know, a free event on Facebook, you'll get 1 billion people clicking they're going. And maybe 50 show up. So we're going to leave some excitement for the folks that do make the trip.
All right. I'll give your number out to those that want to contact you. It's 734-612-6677. How else would we sign up?
Yeah, you can just come on up to the landing zone Friday the 7th or the 8th. Right. And, we're going to leave some excitement. Like I said, we have the Outlaw Ways, Metro Detroit's premier country band, and Joey Spina from Whitey Morgan and Uncle Cracker, the lead guitarist, coming out to jam the night away at the awards ceremony afterwards.
How cool is that? Tom, thank you so much. Anything else you'd like to put out there before we let you go?
Nope, just the fishing's from 8 to 2. We're not weighing in any frozen fish, and no fish will be weighed after 2 o'clock. Then we're heading back to the landing zone for awards and dinner and some camaraderie.
Awesome. February 8th. It's February 7th and 8th at the landing zone. And again, it's free to enter. It is highly encouraged that at least one person on your team is a veteran, but is not required, but again, encouraged. Thank you, Tom. We appreciate you joining us on Military Monday.
Thank you, Mike.
There you go. He's the founder of Michigan Operation Freedom Outdoors. Tom Jones there. Mike Reeling here, and this is Eagle 1015.